This week we're exploring upstate New York, including this magical place. Do you know where we are? Come on along to find out. We left the UP of Michigan, crossing Mighty Mac, the Mackinac Bridge, heading southward towards Ohio. Our goal was to reach a campground outside Toledo for the night. We'd gone to bed early, and this is what I woke up to, surrounded in a tight proximity on all sides. Ugh, time to get out of here, fast. We spent the day heading east and north along Lake Erie toward our first stop in New York State. That's right, Niagara Falls, baby. I've always been curious about this place, and I have to admit I expected it to be tacky and a total tourist trap, but I was pleasantly surprised. Sure, there's a few blocks of all the kitsch you could ever want, but there's also a large state park with lots of nature trails to enjoy in addition to the falls themselves. I really enjoyed it. Boy, stay. It's a short commute over that bridge to Canada on the far side. A little further down the road is Whirlpool State Park, which gets its name from, you guessed it, a giant whirlpool. The whirlpool forms at a 90-degree bend in the Niagara River. If you look closely, you can see the water moving counterclockwise along the farthest shore. After spending a couple days around Niagara Falls, we made our way to the Finger Lakes region. We stayed at a New York State Park on the shores of Seneca Lake. The area was full of quaint towns and super long lakes, but this particular campground wasn't really our scene. Literally, every other camper had a trailer the size of a small nation. It was kind of crazy. Hey look, the Ursa Minor is the pot at the end of the rainbow. Continuing our journey north and east, we decided to take a break at Robert G. Welly State Park on the shores of Lake Ontario. It was Labor Day weekend, so everywhere was super crowded. We stayed at another state park, this one on the St. Lawrence River. I gotta say, New York does a really good job of maintaining their parks, and they all have nice, free, hot showers, which is super awesome. This is our ideal camp setup. The tent on one side to act as a screen room for Ozzy and I to hang out in, the awning in between the Jeep and the tent, and then the sidewall if needed to protect from wind and rain. Trip in upstate New York, I felt a little bit like Goldilocks. Kept trying to find just the right place that we like to visit. Was it this one? Was it that one? Well, I think we finally found it. The Adirondacks in upstate New York is definitely our favorite place of the trip. We ended up staying at yet another state park just outside Lake Placid. We didn't spend a lot of time touring Lake Placid. I thought it was a little touristy, but I did take time to drive past the Herb Brooks Arena where the 1980 Miracle on Ice happened. When I wasn't working, Ozzy and I would take little nature walks in and around our campground. Lots of things to see. What are you doing, Cliff? You're cute. Stuff's falling on us. Better move. Stop, thief! We busted this little guy stealing paper towels from the neighbor's campsite. I laughed when he spotted Ozzy and didn't know which way to run. Ozzy was obsessed with the idea of squirrels for days afterwards. Did you get him? Where is he? I don't see him. This side, guys. The wrong side. Gotta go around. And that's as far as you can go. No falling in. On one of our day trips, we decided to do the drive to the summit of Whiteface Mountain. There's an elevator that will take people to the very tippy top of the summit, and dogs are allowed to do the nature trail on the backside, but that turned out to be an extremely long set of stairs, and since Ozzy is still recovering from surgery, we decided not to do that. all of our daily drives, I was hoping to see a moose. Never did see one, but we did see some wild turkeys. I've never had to portage a canoe or a kayak before, but I gotta say, this one looks pretty darn fancy. Eventually we saw a sign for Moose Pond. Took a quick left, followed that road as far as it would go. We found Moose Pond, but we still didn't find any moose. And that, friends, has been some of our time here in New York State. Please subscribe to see where we go next. Thanks, and safe travels.